Jaclyn Hill's SLAMS claims her father is a leader of a cult.
Shane Dawson gets real honest and confesses his struggles.
Katy Perry's having a baby. What is up, you guys? I'm Sussan Mourad.
And I'm Emile Ennis Jr. We're back here for Celebrity Lowdown. On the big comfy couch for Celebrity Lowdown.
Give me a C. Okay.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Welcome back to the big comfy couch, you guys. We are so excited. We have a really jam-packed show in store for you today. So we're going to just jump straight into the tea, don't you think, Emile?
Yes, I think we should.
Kicking things off with Katy Perry. Some really exciting news. She's pregnant and is expecting her very first child with Orlando Bloom this summer.
Yes, so Katy dropped her brand new song and music video for Never Worn White, which included quite a massive Easter egg in the video, a pregnancy announcement.
That's as big as Easter eggs, basically.
I mean, I think so.
And near the end of the video, Katy's actually seen holding her stomach and then turning to the side to reveal a beautiful baby bump.
She shared the news via Instagram, writing, "Let's just say it's gonna be a jam-packed summer." And also took to Instagram Live once the video was released to further confirm the news.
Best news this week.
It was a shock. I texted you. I was like, Katy Perry's pregnant! No, definitely exciting news.
Yeah, super exciting. Now moving on to our next story. This week, Shane Dawson got really candid with fans and opened up about the struggles he's facing.
Yeah, so he took to his Instagram stories and a series of clips after posting this to his stories a little while earlier saying, "Sorry I haven't been online much, just been trying to figure out what I want to do next. A little creatively stuck, but part 2 of the Bling video is filmed and we are editing it now." But it's in his subsequent stories where he really opened up to share his current struggles. He started off by saying, quote, "I just want to be honest about something, and I feel like I've been saying the same thing over and over this year, which I'm sick of saying, but..."
He then went on to reveal this.
"I just feel weird. I feel off. I feel like this whole year so far, I just haven't been mentally all there. I just feel kind of creatively stuck, a little confused, a little I feel like I'm just at a crossroad in my life with what am I doing? What do I want to do? What do I want to do next?"
Shane went on to say he was asking himself, quote, "Why am I doing this?" and has been in kind of a weird place with that, so he's putting his energy in other things like his Shane Dawson channel.
Yeah, Shane then said that it's not that he doesn't want to post on his main channel, it's just that he doesn't have anything that he's super passionate about, which we understand because everything he posts on his main channel, you could tell he really is passionate about.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge.
An event.
It's an event, exactly. So he also said while he has filmed things he does like, and he thinks that they are good as well, he's just not super passionate about them. So he's, quote, "I'm just kind of waiting for that idea to hit me. And until then, he's gonna keep posting on his Shane Dawson channel."
Shane then addressed when he thinks he might be posting a makeup video, acknowledging that he knows people have been upset by the fact that he hadn't posted makeup related vids and opened up about the real reason why.
And I'll do makeup soon. I know people are mad about that, but being once again super honest, I just haven't been feeling very confident lately in a lot of ways, and doing makeup is something that is not fun for me right now because I don't know if I could handle criticism about it, just being honest, and also my face, I don't really enjoy looking at it in a mirror. There's just a lot.
Shane, you're being really hard on yourself. I mean, everyone's really their worst critic, and I feel for him. And then he went on to share that he and Andrew had been editing the Bling Part 2 video and that it had kind of taken longer than expected because they filmed the video on a day that Shane was really off, which is what he said, after getting a comment that really bothered him.
Anyway, he said he filmed it in that moment, which really threw him off because the comment really bothered him. And the video kind of took a turn, but either way, he was going to lean into it because it was honest.
Well, on Friday, Shane did drop that next video he mentioned titled "Addressing My Weight Gain," where he actually kicked off the video with our recent Celebrity Lowdown story where we discussed Shane's first Bling video.
This week, Shane Dawson shared a brand new video to his Shane Dawson channel.
Well, the video actually reveals a very strange addiction, and it's not about makeup, and probably not what you think. It's about Shane's addiction to bedazzling. And also his tweet that week about being criticized about his weight gain. Take a look.
There was something else that happened with Shane this week. It involved someone leaving a comment essentially shaming him about his body and his weight.
Shane then shared clips from multiple sources, including our video, of people chiming in with their thoughts on his tweet about being shamed before sharing this.
Okay, I know what you're thinking, Shane. You don't have to show yourself at the gym to justify the fact that you work out because people are leaving you fat comments, and that's not what I'm doing. Guess okay, it's kind of what I'm doing.
Shane then opens up more about his tweet, his weight struggles, and what he thinks about people who leave those kind of comments. Before getting to the bling, you can check out the whole video on Shane's Shane Glossing page. But coming back to what Shane shared earlier this week on his Instagram stories. As Shane continued to ponder, he then quickly said, quote, "But I'm not sad. I don't want you guys to think I'm depressed. I'm really not sad. Everything in life is great." He then went on to finish with this.
Kind of just waiting to see what my purpose is on Earth. You know what I mean?
I do love how we don't see a lot of Shane, but he does talk to us via his Insta stories, and he like opens up, and you know, I know a lot of people are wondering what he's going through. So the fact he lets people in, and like a lot of times I feel people put this pressure on these celebs and these YouTubers, and they constantly want content. So I kind of like that he's taking a break and just figuring out what he's actually passionate about, because I'd rather you take some time away, figure out what you're actually passionate about, as opposed to some people who just put content out just to put content out, you know?
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like we all understand what it's like when he said he's just waiting for that idea to hit him, you know, because I feel like everyone that's creative struggles with ideas, especially someone like Shane who, like he said, all his content is such an event. So there's all this pressure of like, the next thing I put out needs to be really, really big. So take your time, we'll be ready when you're ready.
Right here, but we must move on to another YouTuber, Jaclyn Hill, who's had a pretty tough week on social media.
Yeah, earlier this week she came out and apologized for changes in the ingredients in her Morphe palette collaboration. And she shared that she didn't know about the ingredient changes, which also meant the formula was in fact no longer vegan. We did a whole news feed on the story and covered it in DHR, so check it out on our channel if you do want to know more about that particular story.
But what we're covering today is something else. It stemmed from a tweet and video posted by a YouTube channel called Creepshow Art. The lady who runs the account tweeted, "We need to talk about how Jaclyn Hill's father is a full-on cult leader in Africa, because somehow no one informed me of this and I just feel some kind of way. At least her pathological line makes sense now." Clearly, Creepshow Art is not fond of Jaclyn, and obviously we don't support this tweet in any way. We're just reporting this story.
But to explain further with that particular tweet, Creepshow Art shared a link to a YouTube video she made titled, "Jaclyn Hill's dad is a cult leader." Seriously, you guys, these are really crazy allegations, and nobody should be putting out that kind of information if they can't 100% back it up. Even if they could, the fact that people want to put that stuff out is like beyond us.
Yeah, we're not going to break down every detail in the video, mainly because of Jaclyn's response, which we are going to get to in a few minutes. But so you understand the full context of the story, Creepshow Art pointed to a number of things that together led her to believe that
Jimmy Boy, Jim Bulls over here, is a bona fide cult leader.
To be honest, the video doesn't make a lot of sense to us personally, but again, just to give you guys a full picture of the story, Creepshow Art seems to think she's located Jaclyn's dad on LinkedIn and then proceeds to say this.
He says his current job is that he is God. His job is that he's God. He's just God, which is a completely fine and normal thing to put on a resume, on LinkedIn, anywhere.
Yeah, not quite sure that's what he was saying. And Creepshow Art went on to say herself this was probably a reach to base her argument on.
Based on the fact that there isn't an image and his page appears to be inactive, I doubt that this is actually legitimate. I doubt that this is actually a thing that he made.
But to get to the main part of Creepshow's video so we can get to Jaclyn's response, which is what this story is all about, Creepshow directed her attention to Jim Eiler's website and claimed,
but what absolutely positively is legitimate and does show that he is a cult leader is jimellers.org, where he talks about, once again, how he is God and we should worship him.
Creepshow Art then read passages from the website about Jim Eiler's quote, miracle healings on his crusades. She reads a fair bit of it, but to sum it up, she basically says a woman with a broken back was brought to the crusade and was healed when, quote, God touched her mightily. And another woman was, quote, dying of AIDS and, quote, as the word of God was preached, she was totally healed by the power of God. Now this is where things get even more confusing. From reading these statements, Creepshow Art seems to have understood this.
Jaclyn Hill's father is now saying on his webpage, on his official webpage, with the help of his employer, God, he has single-handedly cured someone who had a broken back.
Like we said, it seems confusing. There might be a disconnect with the information, but we're not going to get into more detail because we want to get to Jaclyn's response. So Jaclyn actually saw the tweet and responded on Twitter. And if you're wondering if she saw the video, she addressed it in her tweet. Jaclyn tweeted, quote, "This is absolutely disgusting. I refuse to watch this video, but just the title and the thumbnail is so awful. What is wrong with you that you think it's okay to even speak about my birth father when I haven't even spoken to him in 10 years? Mind your damn business. Too far."
Jaclyn then followed up with another tweet in the thread saying, quote, "I understand that people don't like me. They think I'm a liar, and they feel as though they can't trust me. I can't change that. But seriously, it's gone too far. People have taken away all the fun on social media and have made it so ugly. I'm truly sick of seeing it every day." Poor Jaclyn, I mean, she really can't catch a break, and so much drama is always going on online, and people are just, so many followers were sympathizing with her and really feel bad for her dealing with this kind of treatment online.
One fan wrote, quote, "As bad and as wrong as this sounds, I feel like this isn't going to stop till they break you or at least run you off social media or the beauty community completely." To which Jaclyn replied, "They are close to achieving that goal." And fans were flooding Jaclyn's tweet with support and saying, "This is going too far," saying things like, "Yeah, this is way too much. To be digging so heavy into someone's personal life has definitely crossed the line, and it's no longer about makeup at this point."
And wow, I'm so sorry. I will never know why people come so hard for you. While others were pointing out that Jaclyn has now given this video and Twitter user a platform, saying, "You just gave 2 million access to a video about your dad. You didn't win here. And wouldn't have even known this video existed had you not brought attention to it." Over on Creepshow Art's tweet, there were a lot of people there also saying she'd gone too far, tweeting things like, "You really took it too far. Disgusting."
However, there were still some people that seemed to think it was fine, saying things like, "Haha, no, this is all public info. Don't like it, move on." It's a lot, and you know, it is unfortunate because Jaclyn Hill, I feel like there is something new every single week. And when I say every single week, I mean multiple times within the week. I don't want it to ever become the case, though, where social media and people's criticism of her brand, whatever it is, pushes her away. But at the same time, if it is starting to affect her mental health and it's getting that bad, then maybe she should just step away at least for a while, which I think we said before.
Yeah, I think she does talk about stepping away, and then there probably have been times that she has for brief periods, but I feel like for her mental health, because this is like a lot to deal with for anyone, let alone someone who's been through so many multiple dramas on social media, maybe she does just need a break just to kind of get herself in a really strong place mentally and to a place where, you know, things like this, I mean, it's horrible. It's
horrible, but we're sending you so much love, Jaclyn, and we have to move on to our rapid fire round.
We're gonna keep it short because we've covered a lot of news already, but this week Northwest wrapped at her dad Yeezy's season 8 fashion show at Paris Fashion Week. However, believe it or not, there was some drama afterwards.
Yeah, she recreated Zaza's What I Do, and Zaza's mom took to Instagram to say many things, including, "In all respect, please show love and support to the original first."
Yeah, people were going off in the comments, but Kim responded to Zaza's mum saying she didn't mean to not give credit where credit was due and would love for the girls to meet soon. And then Zaza's mum responded saying, "It's always love and let's make it happen." So it was a happy ending in the end.
It was a happy ending. Now, we talked about Katy Perry and her new happy bundle of joy, but she also shared some insights on her and Taylor's friendship. Before announcing her pregnancy, Katy Perry spoke out to Stellar magazine and was super transparent about the fact that scheduling plays a big role in their lack of closeness.
She said, quote, "We don't have a very close relationship because we are very busy, but we text a lot."
Okay.
I thought that was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I want to
see
read
those
those
texts.
texts, right? But we do have some exciting news to tell you guys.
Yes.
Obviously, we're here. Celebrity Lowdown on the Big Comfy Couch every single week, but Clevver Music is one of our sister channels and it is back. If you are already a subscriber to Clevver Music, thank you so much. If you don't know what Clevver Music is, check the description. We'll have a link down there. We're gonna get you everything you need for all your music tea.
Yes, music tea. Tea flavored music.
No.
Tea with the flavor of music. Does
No.
that make any sense? No. You guys, it is time to discuss our emoji challenge. Now, last week you guys had a lot of fun with it. We had so many comments in the comment section. Of course, a lot of you would have noticed we had some things on set
Yes.
that were fruits and vegetables, and so many of you got them correct. We're gonna start popping a lot of them up on the screen right now, but what we had was 1 eggplant, 2 lemons, 1 orange, 3 bananas, 2 apples. Some of you pointed out that there was a green one and a red one and also 1 pineapple. Now, so many of you, like I said, got it right. Also, a lot of you guys had a lot of really funny jokes about the eggplant being behind me.
I mean, the placement wasn't ideal.
I thought it was hilarious, personally. But some of you also noticed that it kind of got flipped during the show, which it did, which was like really, I mean, you're paying attention.
People are paying attention.
And we love that.
We love that.
We love that. So thank you so much for dropping those comments. We've got a giveaway / sweepstakes coming up in the next 2 weeks. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
Yes.
For your chance to win some amazing YouTuber merch. But for this week, if you've been paying attention from the beginning to the end, we're going to keep it old school because we had a lot going on last week.
Yeah.
We had some hidden emojis, and all
Yeah.
you need to do is drop them in the comment section below. It's
That's
that easy.
all you have to do.
You guys, thank you so much for joining us for today's episode of Celebrity Lowdown. Make sure you stay watching till the very end. Emile's got something that he's going to want to
Yes.
mention that you
Very
need to.
special message. So
And you'll only know, and we'll know if you know. Just keep watching, and
Yeah.
we'll know if. Yeah, we'll know. We know. See you soon, guys. See you in the comments.
My
Bye.
gosh. All right, guys, so this is the end of the show. Now, I want you to obviously click over there to watch the last Celebrity Lowdown, but also, in addition to the emojis, we switched something on the set. Let us know if you find it.
Mid-show, some point in the show. So make sure you drop the emojis of the hidden ones, plus what you noticed changed. And you guys, hit that subscribe button, but you know that already.